if someone is allergic to mushrooms, what does that mean for NeuroIM or even like ProBioIQ, where we have, a medicinal mushroom in there as well?
As with anything, I think when someone's trying something new and you have any reason to be concerned, you can try a very small amount, even up to like opening a capsule and putting a little on your tongue and wait 20 minutes. I know that sounds kind of reckless. It's actually the opposite. The reason that we're comfortable in saying that is because from everything that I hear, both from scientists throughout the years and this a few decades of work of dealing with mushrooms, and particularly here in Solle with Dr. Allison, there are as many varieties in mushrooms. To say I'm allergic to mushrooms is almost like to say I'm allergic to fruit. There's so many different kinds throughout the world that you just don't know. They're so different and unique. I mean, there's some you don't ever want to eat or touch for sure. The mushrooms that Solle deals with are all very, very heavily studied. And honestly, everything we deal with, we don't deal with experimental plants, things that don't have much study. But that being said, that's if someone's got a reason to fear that, they can always start with a little teeny bit. You can dump a few greens, see how you do. Okay, put a capsule in there, wait 45 minutes. And you can kind of go slow and see. That said, so the only other thing I would add is so many allergies, especially when we hear food allergies. What I am taught by so many of our Solle mentors is that when you balance the system, and in particular, some of the most powerful testimonials that several of our leaders have are this exact point, this exact question. So again, even the fact that I'm allergic to X kind of I'm assuming a mushroom that's a good mushroom, nutritional, and I'm allergic to it. These are things that can be like one of those things you don't expect that just changes over time if you really are willing to get in there and balance the system. So yeah, lots of hope there. Don't stress that one. You've got some options. You can work and balance. You can go, if you're jumping right into neuro, you can just taste a little bit of it, see how you feel, and go from there. That's my take on it. But again, it's really nothing from me and everything I've gleaned from a lot of wonderful mentors over the years. Solle.
Love it. Love it. And I completely agree with the concept of food allergies kind of balancing out, especially, as you heal the gut and that immune system, especially of the gut. Just like we've talked in previous classes, allergies are part of the immune system, right? Like that's actually the immune response, the histamine response. And so as you really are focusing on a balancing program and really balancing everything out, you might discover that you're not quite as allergic to all the things that you think you're allergic to. And hey, you might discover that you can eat some of the foods that you love, that you haven't had in years. Like you're like, oh, I really like this thing. I haven't had it in 20 years, but I'm no longer allergic to it. So everything can happen in the body. Our body is absolutely incredible and miraculous in healing itself. And so sometimes we just have to give it the right tools, nutritional tools and mindful tools and behavioral tools to allow it to do so.